All right, I'm finally done with the office transfer. The office in the old office is no more. Now it's been moved to the master bedroom. I'm gonna I'm gonna go ahead and keep it dark, and I'll explain why I'm keeping the room dark in a little bit. But this is the office. As you can see, it seamlessly fits in the master bedroom. I just shifted the bed over to be able to fit that part into the bed. I'm gonna go ahead and actually I'm gonna turn on the light and I'm gonna show you something later. So this is the office setup. As you can see, it's very, hold on, let me focus. Very minimalistic. Hold on 1 second, this focus is way off. All right, here we go. So very minimalistic, simple, clutter free. As you can see, there's like no wires to be seen. The risers on top of the storage units are there for a purpose, two purposes. The second one I'll explain later. One is for storage. Second one I'll show you later. The purpose why I put risers. Base box, I put it down underneath so it's out of the way. Up top is simple, just the simple 3 peripheral, I can never say that word, peripherals. The printer, mouse, keyboard, and the monitor, of course, and the speakers. Very, very few wires. You can see the wires that you see now I'll be eliminating soon. This desk actually can handle 2 screens side by side, or vertical or horizontal. But right now I only have 1 screen, and that 1 screen is actually enough for what I need to do. So I'll eventually get a double screen because this bar actually can go in the center and actually do the double screen. But right now I offsetted it so that way the single screen will be centered. As you can see, it's perfectly centered. And then, of course, you have my PC. This is a 1-part video of 2 because first was actually moving the office to the master bedroom, but next is actually going to be upgrading my PC to newer parts and a newer chassis, a newer computer case. As you will see, this is pretty nice. I bought this in 2013, but now I'm gonna use the same components. I'm gonna change a couple interior components to make it faster, quieter, and better. And Selena helped me with the word yesterday. Aesthetically pleasing. The new case that I got is gonna be aesthetically pleasing. I'm gonna make a separate video for that one because that one deserves a video on its own. It's gonna be so nice, tight word, you won't believe what it actually looks like. All right, so that's the desk. Very simple, very minimalistic. The stuff I couldn't hide, but I figured out how to hide it so it's not, it looks less cluttery. It's basically what I use as my server or my backup external drive, and then of course my wireless extender. I like to have my PC hooked up wiredly. And then here's the other thing I want to show you, which is the coolest part of this, is basically I made my PC lighting voice activation. So I do have my bed lights, which with voice activation I can turn it off. Hey Google, turn off all the lights. All right. So now there's no lights on. Now I'm going to say, hey Google, turn on the desk lights. Hey Google, turn on the desk lights.
You got it. Turning on desk lights.
So this is what I did. Now it's more pleasing. I have that ambient light in the background, and then it has like 16 million colors to choose from. I can only say the 8 basic colors, but you can actually go on the app or press the button hidden underneath the desk um, to change the lights or whatever you please. So let's say you want to change it to red, you just simply say, "Hey Google, change the desk light to red."
You got it. Changing desk lights to red.
Now it looks like we're evil. Hey Google, change the desk light to green.
Okay, changing desk lights to green.
Change the desk light to blue.
You got it. Changing desk lights to blue.
Change the desk light to yellow.
Sure, changing desk lights to yellow.
Change the desk light to orange.
Sure, changing desk lights to orange.
Change the desk light to red.
Okay, changing desk lights to red.
Change the desk light to blue.
Okay, changing desk lights to blue.
And you can change the the brightness level of it. Hey Google, change the desk light to brightness 50%.
Sure, setting desk lights brightness to 50%.
Set the desk light brightness to 25%.
You got it. Setting desk lights brightness to 25%.
So if the desk lights are actually too much to your eyes or too strong, you can actually lighten the brightness so it's more calming. And then notice not only is it behind the desk, but the lights are actually underneath the desk. That's why I have those risers so you can actually see it reflect off the 2 shelving units or drawer units underneath. Hey Google, set the desk light to white.
Okay, changing desk lights to white.
Hey Google, set the desk light to daylight.
You got it. Changing desk lights to daylight.
Hey Google, set the desk light brightness to 100%.
Okay, setting desk lights brightness to 100%.
And then lastly, I forgot to show you. I like the blue color. Hey Google, set the desk light to blue.
You got it. Changing desk lights to blue.
I don't know, something about that blue is nice. I forgot to also say to help with the minimalistic, and sometimes when you're sitting at the desk, you are kind of out of reach to turn on and off the computer, as you can see. So I added 2 little features that I really like. Is basically, and it's out of the way, you can kind of notice it right here. I added I put the power button right here, as you can see, and then right next to it is the USB. Oh, let me turn on the light so you can see it. Hey Google, turn on the night lights and the main lights.
Sure, turning on 2 lights.
That's the night lights, and then the main light should be turned on.
My apologies, I don't understand.
Turn on all the lights.
Okay, turning on 4 lights.
I don't know why it's delayed, but there we go. All right, so I added, because the computer is so far away, I added a little extension for USB. So there's 2 on the back side that'll charge up the headsets and stuff like that. And there's 2 on the front side if you want to add something real quick, a camera or whatever, just hook up something randomly real quick. And of course, what I said, the power buttons underneath, as you can see, my wire organization. If you look underneath, you'll see how everything is really nice and organized. But as you're walking up to it, approaching it, or sitting at the desk, you see no wires at all. Stay tuned for video number 2 explaining the new PC case. Peace out.